Hey, what's up? My name is Eduardo, and I wanted to share a little bit about a project that we did a couple of weeks ago. We've been really busy, and uh, unfortunately, we haven't posted or have uploaded any videos to our channel or on our Instagram page, so we've been lacking on that. There's a small property that we started to do some work on. This was in North Phoenix. The customer reached out to us. I believe he found us on Yelp and he wanted to redo his backyard. He was tired of all the weeds and the grass growing around the perimeter of his yard. He had a lot of Bermuda grass, and it was all growing in through the rocks. And when he was pulling out all the weeds, it just became too much. He was trying to eliminate the amount of weed killer that he was applying to the property. So it was just a little frustrating because of how aggressive the root systems for the Bermuda grass is. So he reached out to us, and we provided him with a quote to remove all the rocks, remove the grass. On the grass area, he wanted to install turf, and the turf is actually going to be a lot more beneficial for it. You don't have to worry about constant upkeep such as fertilizing, mowing, reseeding once a year, and it's just a lot easier to maintain, especially if you have kids or pets. You don't want to be out there in the middle of the summer trying to mow the lawn or keep up with the adjustments on the irrigation system. So the process is I'm actually going to walk you guys through the process of what we did. So I tried to film a little bit of everything we did. So right now what we're doing is actually removing all the sod. A couple of the areas where we couldn't get the sod cutter too close to the curbing, we actually had to do it by hand. So there was a lot of Bermuda grass growing into the gravel area. So all of that had to be shoveled out, and we had to dig it up by pit. It's pretty labor intensive. However, we have a great team, and I think us working together, helping each other out, makes the job a little bit easier. If this is something that you want to do on your own, it definitely becomes a little bit overwhelming because the root system, the root system on the Bermuda grass is pretty aggressive. The soil gets really hard after a while, especially here in Arizona since we don't have hardly any rain. And on this project, we were able to work with SVH Landscaping. My uncle is the owner of that company, and we kind of partner up in this job. And we actually knocked it down in 3 days. So that was, I think the customer was a little impressed by that. I forgot to get the batteries for my camera when we started to bring in the materials for the base materials for the AstroTurf. But you can see that the guys had compacted the base material for the AstroTurf. They were just putting in one of the rolls on the side, so we only had one seam. The less seams that you have on the property, the less noticeable it is. Our guys are actually bringing in the rolls of turf right now. It was actually, it's actually pretty heavy. So if this is something you want to do by yourself, just make sure that you get some extra help. What they're doing now is that they're unfolding the roll. That way they can get to the edge of the curbing and start cutting it. So this is all done by hand. There's a they have some small knives, and that basically helps them make the cuts all the way at the edge. So we try to get as close as possible. You can't do it too close, because what's going to happen is that if the turf is too close to the curbing, it's going to look like it's going to look a little bit bulkier. Right now the silica sand is going in. He's power brooming the turf now. So we install about 2 to 2.5 pounds per square foot on sand.
Is that on?
Yeah. What to do?
We were about done with this project, and we were just cleaning up the street to make sure that we minimize any debris, any soil that's on the street, while the rest of the guys are finalizing the turf. We put weed barrier underneath the turf around the areas where we had grass. We actually added some quarter minus around the whole perimeter of the gravel area, and that was to help suffocate some of the root system for the Bermuda grass. And so on top of the quarter minus, we installed our weed barrier and then our gravel. So we actually redid the irrigation system to the backyard as well, and it came out pretty nice. Let me know what you think. Let me know what your thoughts are on this job. If you have any questions regarding this project, let us know in the comments below. Share this video. We appreciate your feedback, and follow us on our Instagram page and our other social media platforms. Thank you.